and turn the football upfield, or not turn it upfield, just throw it to his butt cheeks. Or if someone told him that's what he's expected to do.
Look, I think
and that's a question I'm sure Jalen wouldn't want, wouldn't answer, would dance around, but I don't think that anyone has ever come forth on or off the record and truly said, yeah, we told Jalen he can't put himself at risk. And he understood it and he did what we asked him to. Or Jalen decided
All right, so what you guys are hearing right now, first of all, you know, man, it's your boy Flan Speaks back, man, for another one. We're taking a quick early break, you know what I'm saying, before lunchtime. And that's local sports radio, WIP, speaking on Jalen Hurts. So this is very predictable on the part of these guys. They do this all the time. First, they come out, open up early in the morning. I guess they have 4 hours that they have to fill space in, you know, with conversation. And maybe they're getting a lot of calls, maybe they aren't. But anyway, in the beginning, they open up with a little bit of Phillies. Then they go to talking about the Eagles a little bit. Most of it is kind of positive. People are feeling good. Jalen Hurts just had a good camp. Whatever. So I guess they're done. And now all they're doing is nitpicking little things from Jalen Hurts' press conference. When those media members go up there and ask dumb questions. You had this one person asking about, like, does he feel better physically? Is he in better shape or something like that? Jalen Hurts mentioned, all right, he dealt with little nicks last year. We told him not to ask him about it or whatever. And he's sitting up here saying, you know, well, Jalen Hurts is trying to control the media, this and that. I'm like, yo, that's what he's supposed to do. What is Jalen Hurts supposed to do? Go up there and just let y'all just run him? Like, I would do that too. If I'm an athlete, y'all keep asking me questions, trying to dig and all of this, I'm going to embarrass you and make you look bad. See, the media want to give out this idea that, like, what they're doing is just so noble and so needed in order for people to have access to players and so on. The thing they don't understand is a lot of times, like, fans don't care about a lot of that stuff. Fans want to know about whether or not this team is ready to go. I don't care about digging into Jalen Hurts' personality and all of that. I don't care about that right there. I need to know that this man is a guy that's just going to be prepared and ready to go. That's all I'm interested in an athlete. But I think there's a disconnect. Or maybe it's at least a disconnect with people like myself. I don't know. Maybe some of you Eagles fans out there do want to hear about all of that and delve all into his mind and his lifestyle and just a whole bunch of stuff that I don't think has anything to do with sports. To me. But maybe these dudes, man, you know, I'm trying to give them excuses. Maybe they just don't have anything to talk about and they're running out of stuff to talk about. But a lot of times when you keep being repetitive about this kind of stuff, it leads somebody like me to think that they're trying to be personal, you know, instead of just keeping it on. Like, I don't like anything you start getting into personal stuff with the players, because the players are relevant to me between the hours of 1 and 4 on Sunday, or 4 and 8, whatever. Just while the ball is snapped. After that, I really don't care. But I don't know, I guess maybe some of y'all do and they're just feeding that. But to me, this type of content is trash. It's trash, man. Just talk football. Talk football, man. It's not like they're not really talking football to me. It's just football conversation, but it isn't really football to me. I don't know, man. I say this. I definitely expect the Philadelphia Eagles to have a strong season, barring injury. We don't suffer any major injuries, because that's the last piece, right? Putting together a roster is one thing. We've done that many times in the past. We've put together good rosters. Even with Carson Wentz, a lot of people act like Carson Wentz wasn't given any help, but that's more of a hindsight way to look at it. Carson Wentz's teams, like when we signed Deshaun Jackson to be an upgrade, because, you know, Carson wanted that type of offense, the type of offense that he was running in 2017, which was basically Torrey Smith was the speed guy, and we had Alshon Jeffrey. Now, what happened was Alshon Jeffrey was on a 1-year contract in 2017. He got an extension because he had a damn good season with Carson Wentz or whatever. So we kept Alshon Jeffrey. You look back, it looks like a bad contract, but like at the time, nobody had a problem with it when they signed him. They brought in Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun Jackson was going to be the speed guy. And the problem with that whole situation was those guys were getting hurt. That was the only thing. And then we would draft like little guys who didn't pan out. Arcega-Whiteside, that didn't pan out. That was when we missed out on DK Metcalf. So they make little mistakes here and there like Howie does, especially when it comes to drafting. Well, he was back then. He's gotten better now. But I expect the Eagles to have a really strong season. I really do. I expect the defense to be better. And I think the main reason is that the defense should be way more disciplined. Like, if nothing else, as far as Nick Fangio, scheme and all that, I think these guys respect him. And some of them, like the young guys, might fear him. Because Vic Fangio came in like playing like the General Patton type of role. That's the way he came in and started off. He was rough. Darius Slay said that when Vic Fangio was just calling players in practice or whatever, he'd just call them by their first name, last name, their number. He didn't give a damn on none of that. He just, hey, number 9. What the hell are you doing, number 9? No, get over here. Let me talk to you real quick. Like, he just didn't care. So I think that type of coach is going to be good for the team. Because if nothing else, he's going to bring order. And scheme-wise, I was a little concerned about how he looked at Miami last year, but for real, I don't really know what was going on with that. I don't know if that was him. I don't know if that was his players. Like, I know he had Jalen Ramsey and he had Xavier Howard. Sometimes, man, like, you can't get across to a guy like Jalen Ramsey. Now, I don't know. You know, I know Jalen Ramsey was injured a part of the year, too. That was the other thing. You know what I mean? I think last year, like, it wasn't great. But sometimes, I don't know, maybe he just couldn't get what he could get out of those guys. A lot of times, it just be simple as that. But I don't know. But I just look at this as a different situation. This is Vic Fangio, actually, who from around here. He came back here. He reminds you of, like, just a sick, old-head Eagles fan. He just reminds you of that. He's just perfect for this situation. And I think he's going to have a lot to work with. That secondary, he's just going to have a bunch of playmakers. I really believe in this young secondary. We got Keely Ringo, who won championships at Georgia. That matters to me. I like a guy that has been part of a team that has won and accomplished something. That's of great value, substantial value to me. So I like Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter. We just took their inside tackles. I like that as a foundation for your team. I like Ringo, even though it sounds like they might start Isaiah Rodgers. I don't know, but whatever the case may be, I'm going to get into that in a second. But I like Ringo. I definitely like Quinyon Mitchell, because the one thing I like about Quinyon Mitchell, he's going to be the best cornerback that the team has, because he's learning how to play the slot and how to play the outside. He know how to do both. Do you understand how valuable a cornerback like that is going to be? We're going to have to pay him a crazy amount of money. But he up here going every day, going at it with A.J. Brown, going at it with Devontae Smith. Do you know how good he's going to be going at it with these two sick dudes every single day? You know what I mean? And you can move him around. Slot here, this and that. I like him. So that means he's a guy that'll be able to travel. That's all I wanted. I wanted a cornerback that could travel. I thought we got that with Darius Slay, but the problem with Slay is he doesn't travel all the time. I don't know if that's the coordinator. I don't really know what's going on with that, but I don't understand how Darius Slay don't have enough cachet to go up to the coordinator and be like, look, let me just travel, especially in certain games, especially if you facing teams like Dallas, who likes to hide their wide receiver in the slot. You play the Rams, you got to have a good nickel corner because they like to use Cooper Kupp that way. So I like picking up Quinyon Mitchell. He's going to be the best. We'll be able to travel a little bit with him. Darius Slay, I guess this will be his last season. I mean, if he got one last little good year, that's cool. If not, I could just throw Cooper DeJean in there. You know, Caitlin Clark's buddy, Cooper DeJean, the boy from Iowa. I can throw him in there. I'm able to put him in the slot. Then I got C.J. Gardner-Johnson back there. come on, man. If this team is healthy, they're going to be strong. As long as they're disciplined, they know their plays. They know how to make plays on the fly when they're out there. They know the route trees of these receivers. And facing this offense, I think that'll get them ready. The offense, I ain't even worried about. And I definitely ain't worried about Jalen Hurts, which I got some material coming up on him because I'm definitely not worried about him. I don't even understand that, man. Jalen Hurts already proved to this city. He already proved it. He good. He did way more than any other quarterback we had this early in the season. And we're not looking at it like that. Talking about he got players on the outside. Good. I want him to keep having good players around him. You think I want to build a team just that's out there trying to prove something? Yeah, let's prove he can do it without receivers and corners or running backs. No, just load up the team and go get those chips. That's what I want my organization to do. So I don't care about all of that. Jalen Hurts, with him, we got to the Super Bowl. We should have won it if you'd have had a defense that could get one freaking stop. So I like what's coming up. I think the Eagles. Now the first test is gonna be a test though. Green Bay, that's gonna be a test because you're gonna have a team that has more chemistry than us. That's my only concern about it. But I don't know, man. Our offense ain't gonna be easy to stop, especially since it's gonna be these players being used in a way that they were not used on film last year. So it's gonna come down to how bad how well they know this the playbook. But I believe in all the guys I got. I believe in AJ. I believe in Devontae. Like, these dudes show up in big moments. Devontae, another dude that won in college. Jalen Hurts. I mean, you got a lot of winners, dudes who won in college. That's the one reason I like our team. You talking about Hurts from Alabama. You talking about we got the Georgia kids. Come on, man. These dudes know about winning. So that's how I feel about it, man. But anyway, let me get up out of here. Just wanted to holler about that real quick, man. Peace out.